Hey everyone, good morning. This is Wendy with Go Hiking San Diego, and today I'm out on the Mount Woodson Trail, also known as Potato Chip Rock. This is an infamous hike out in the San Diego area. It's definitely something you're going to find on all the best hikes in San Diego list and whatnot, but it is a good hike. The reason it's on that list is for the great views and, of course, the potato chip at the end. A little bit about this trail. Today I started the hike from Blue Sky Ecological Reserve out in Poway. My hike today is going to be about 11 miles round trip with over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. This is a longer route for Mount Woodson. This isn't typical. Most people take the fire road up, which is, I think, less than 5 miles, or there's another trail that starts at Lake Poway, which is 7.5 miles total round trip. The reason I opted for the longer trail this morning is because I'm getting ready for Yosemite and to hike Half Dome in May, which I'm super excited about. So I'm using this hike to kind of get my body ready for something longer with more elevation gain. But so far it's been a beautiful morning. I started my hike at around 5:30 and I was the first one on the trail. Still am. I haven't seen anybody else just yet, but I know I will be seeing other people as I continue on. Although it's dog friendly, I really don't recommend bringing your dog. It gets really hot out here. Already it's April and it's going to be about 80 degrees today. So keep that in mind if you're going to come hike Mount Woodson Trail or Potato Chip Rock. It gets hot, you need a lot of water, and there's no shade, so bring your sun protection. But stick around and I'll show you what this hike looks like. Starting from Blue Sky, you'll hike on the Green Valley Truck Trail. It's a total of 2.6 miles until you reach the Mount Woodson Trail from Lake Poway. Blue Sky Reserve provides most of the shade thanks to the oak trees, so enjoy it while it lasts. At zero point 0.9 miles, you'll come to this junction and you'll take a right to head towards Lake Poway. A little over 1 mile, you'll leave Blue Sky Reserve and enter into Lake Poway Recreational Area. These gates here, they mark the boundary between Blue Sky Reserve and Lake Poway. Once you're done passing through these gates, you're going to continue on this trail here, and you're going to come across this shaded area with picnic benches and bathrooms that make for a good rest stop. I did this hike in the spring, and the hills were so lush with patches of wildflowers. San Diego normally does not look like this in the summer. There are trail markers to help guide you along the way. Pretty close to 2 miles is when you'll catch the first glimpse of Lake Poway. This early in the morning, there was still a nice marine layer out, keeping the sun off of my back. Lake Poway is a really cool area, even if you're not into hiking. They offer boating, fishing, there's playgrounds if you want to bring your family out for the day, and in the summer, they offer camping at the lake, which is really cool. Anyways, back to hiking Potato Chip Rock. At just over 2 miles, you're going to come across this shaded bench area, and there's porta potties nearby if you need to take a bathroom break. Surprisingly, there was a little bit of water flowing while I was hiking Potato Chip Rock, which was cool to see. This is where we meet the Mount Woodson Trail. From here, it's 2.9 miles to the summit, and you're going to start gaining elevation pretty fast. You'll quickly lose sight of Lake Poway and head into the mountains. At about 3.5 miles, there's a scenic viewpoint of the green hills with some more benches to catch your breath. It was worth the early start to see the sun rise over the mountains and have the trail a little less crowded than normal. These trail markers also list the distances, so they tell you how far you have to go or how far you've gone. Pretty soon, this hike is going to start to feel like a Stairmaster, and trekking poles wouldn't be a bad idea. From here, we're going to continue on the Mount Woodson Trail. If you were to take a right, Warren Canyon Trail actually takes you to the paved fire road, Highway 67. What I like about hiking Mount Woodson from Lake Poway is that the trail is all packed dirt. I personally don't like hiking on asphalt because it's hard on my joints. The views on this trail are absolutely stunning. Today I got to see a little bit of the clouds and the surrounding mountain region. Here's the first glimpse of the summit. Those huge towers is where we're headed. By 7:30 a.m., the sun was out in full force. The earlier you can start this hike, the better. Finally, at about 5.5 miles, I reached the infamous Potato Chip Rock. I was moving really quick and it took me about 2 hours and 15 minutes to reach the summit. If you're planning to take your photo on the rock, expect to wait in a line and have a pose in mind already for your photo op. It'll just help speed things up a little bit. This is an out and back trail, so you'll go back the same way that you hiked up. Again, my full guide is on my blog, gohikingsandiego.com. Feel free to DM me on Instagram too if you have any questions. I'm happy to help.